You've probably experienced this feeling before, haven't you? In your daily life, someone's words or actions suddenly shatter the calm inside you, tighten your nerves and weigh heavily on your heart. You get so deeply irritated that this feeling ruins your entire day, sometimes even your whole week. I know this happens to all of us. But have you ever wondered, why exactly do the small actions of others have such control over us?
Why do we allow ourselves to get angry and irritated
instead of protecting our own peace and inner calm? Interestingly, Stoic philosophers who lived hundreds of years ago studied this problem and showed us a completely different way. According to them, no one has the power to make you angry unless you allow it. In other words, it is entirely possible to never let anger, irritation, or troubling people host inside your mind. In this video, I will show you how, using the most powerful and practical methods of Stoic philosophy, you can avoid anger and preserve your inner peace. Watch the video until the end and apply these teachings in your daily life. I assure you, if you do, your life will change. If you want to start this journey toward tranquility, inner strength, and happiness, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. Valuable insights and practical advice that will improve your life await you throughout the video. If you're ready, let's begin. One of the fundamental principles of Stoic philosophy is that we cannot control everything that happens in life. We cannot know in advance what events tomorrow will bring, how someone will behave, or which unexpected problems we might face. This is an unavoidable truth of being human. Yet many forget this truth and let external factors beyond their control destroy their inner world. As a result, they get angry, irritated, and ultimately lose their mental well-being because of other people's words, actions, and circumstances. But Stoic philosophy offers us a different perspective. The source of your anger, stress, and anxiety is not the events themselves, but your attitude toward those events. Imagine that the same words or the same event can cause completely different reactions in different people. For example, one person gets immediately angry after harsh criticism at work, while another sees it as constructive feedback for self-improvement and remains calm. What makes the difference? The answer is simple. One sees what happened as an external event beyond their control and reacts negatively, while the other approaches the situation calmly, controls their reaction, and preserves their inner peace. The Stoics put it this way: we don't react to events themselves, but to our thoughts about those events. This is a very powerful idea. That is, any discomfort, irritating word, or behavior directed at you is actually an attempt to interfere in your inner world without permission. But you have the right to either give or withhold that permission. You can allow emotions, like anger and irritation, to dominate you, or you can choose not to. This is the protection of your inner world and also a sign of the strength of your character. By choosing how to respond, you must not allow others to disrupt your inner peace. Now ask yourself, why do I get angry over things I truly cannot control? Why do I let others affect me? What steps should I take to protect my inner world, which belongs to me alone? Finding the answers to these questions will completely change your life. Let's not forget that anger is someone else entering your inner world without permission, but you have the power to firmly close that door. Learning to harness this power and protect it will bring peace, happiness, and comfort into your life. Now think about this. There will be many events in life that irritate and anger you. But how would your life change if you no longer allowed them to affect your inner world? What once seemed like great trials would become merely passing events, and your inner peace would remain as strong and unshakable as a fortress. This is the greatest gift Stoic philosophy offers us. I'm sure you'll agree with me that one of the greatest challenges we face in life is dealing with people. Sometimes the behaviors we encounter hurt our hearts, break our spirits, and fray our nerves. But remember, most of these behaviors have nothing to do with you. In fact, people often project their own inner struggles, worries, fears, and stress onto those around them. Their anger, irritability, or lack of composure is a sign of the battles raging within their own souls. So why do we immediately get angry, irritated, or hurt in these moments? Because we usually don't understand the reasons behind these behaviors. We take them personally, and that shakes our inner world. But Stoic philosophy teaches us that it is a mistake to direct others' behaviors against ourselves. Everyone has their own reasons in life. Sometimes deep wounds, sometimes incomprehensible pains, and sometimes hidden struggles we don't see. Trying to understand people's behaviors and showing empathy towards them is a gift to yourself. It is not just about understanding their world, but also the key to preserving your own inner peace. Empathy teaches you to respond with understanding instead of irritation or anger. It softens your heart and makes you more patient and kind. This way, it becomes possible to build calmer, more respectful, and more productive relationships even with the toughest, most difficult people. I understand that you cannot change how others behave, but you can completely control how you react to their behavior. Empathy is strength, not weakness. It is a sign of owning your inner world, wisdom, and greatness. When you approach others with empathy, their irritating actions cannot touch your soul. You keep the peace within yourself. Just think for a moment. If you accept that there is a hidden reason behind everyone's behavior and that no one is acting badly just to anger you, how much difference would that make in your relationships and life? The philosophy of the Stoics is not just about managing anger, but also about understanding people and showing compassion. This is the foundation of inner calm and emotional freedom. With this approach, the difficulties you face in life will become lighter, and your relationships with people will be healthier and deeper. Now consider, how much does the power of empathy influence your life? Let's admit that one of the greatest battles in life is sometimes with our own emotions. Anger, irritation, and rage are inseparable parts of human nature. However, very often these emotions tend to deceive us and lead us astray. For example, when you are wronged or hear malicious words, you immediately become angry. A storm brews in your heart, your mind clouds, and your reaction might be emotional and even harmful. But think, what does this anger and irritation really bring you? The Stoics show us what true wisdom and strength in life really are. The key is to be calm and wise. It is not about immediately surrendering to your emotions, but about managing them, and most importantly, directing yourself toward the ideal outcome. Pause for a moment and tell yourself, what is this event teaching me? What in this situation is within my control? This question is a powerful mechanism that steers you away from anger. It changes your mindset. You begin to see events not as emotional reactions, but as lessons, as experiences. True victory lies not in getting angry, but in staying calm and responding with reason and wisdom. The more you choose this, the more the difficulties in your life transform from destabilizing obstacles into empowering steps forward. Every time you feel irritated or angry, remember, emotions are temporary, but your choices and their consequences have lasting impact. You can choose to get angry, or you can remain calm and protect your inner world. The Stoics teach us that true freedom is not being a slave to our emotions. I repeat, true freedom is not being a slave to your emotions. We have two choices, to react or to respond. It is responding that empowers you, not getting angry. Mastering this mindset and preserving your inner peace will give you great advantage, both in your life and your relationships. In today's fast-paced and sometimes confusing world, managing our emotions, staying calm, and finding inner harmony is becoming increasingly important for all of us. The stress, tension, and unpleasant events we encounter daily can weigh on our spirits and disturb our hearts. But Stoic philosophy shows us that inner calm lies within us, and we have a special tool to preserve it. What is that? Do you know? This powerful tool is daily meditation. Practicing daily meditation simply but purposefully is very important. All it takes is 5 to 10 minutes each day. First, sit comfortably in a relaxed place. Close your eyes and take several deep breaths. With every breath, relax further and feel calmness in every cell of your body. Now begin to manage your thoughts. Reflect on the events and people you encounter in daily life, but this time in a completely neutral, emotionless way. Observe them as if from the outside, like a detached witness. Don't rush to give an immediate emotional reaction to any event. Accept the events as they are without judging them good or bad. This exercise clears your mind and protects you from becoming a prisoner of external influences. You gain control over other people's words and actions. They cannot hold you captive. This inner strength becomes your greatest treasure. As you repeat this practice every day, its effect spreads throughout your life. You become calmer, more composed, and wiser. In difficult situations, you don't panic. Your emotions don't control you. Instead, you control your emotions. The Stoic philosophers said we have no control over the external world, but our inner world is in our hands. Through daily meditation, you strengthen this inner world and increase your emotional stability. Yes, anger and irritation are not your only choices. True freedom lies in your ability to stay calm and manage yourself. By making this practice a part of your daily life, you not only secure your inner peace, but also become more understanding and patient with others. Now think, how much could a few minutes of this simple daily exercise change your life? Inner calm and tranquility will be with you at every moment. So let's together make this Stoic meditation a daily habit and bring more peace, kindness, and wisdom into our lives. Friends, this life is the greatest blessing and the most precious treasure given to us by the Almighty God. Every second, every moment is a unique opportunity that never repeats and never returns. But unfortunately, we often waste these precious moments, this valuable time, on the small, sometimes empty and meaningless words and actions of others. Can you imagine? The Creator gives us time to live our lives, yet we use this time to get angry at someone or something. How absurd is that, right? Now take a deep breath and ask yourself, why should I sacrifice my inner peace, my energy, my happiness for the petty insults or ill intentions of others? Think none of the people or events you encounter in life are completely under your control. But remember, your reaction and how your inner world remains is entirely up to you. This is the most important lesson of Stoic philosophy. We are the first and last guardians of our inner peace and happiness. The behaviors, words, and intentions of others do not have the power to interfere with your inner world unless you allow them to. Getting angry, irritated, or upset. These can be paths we choose, but they are never inevitable. Life is very short. Every minute and every hour you spend in this world is your opportunity to protect your peace. Love yourself and give yourself value. By letting yourself be drawn into others' negative energy, anger, and irritating behaviors, you actually lose your most valuable resource, your inner peace. Think carefully. What is more important to you? Letting others annoy you, or living in inner freedom and tranquility? The Stoics have long answered this question. True strength lies in staying calm and protecting your inner world. Therefore, I challenge you, remind yourself every day, my life is short, and I do not sacrifice it to the negative influences of others. I am the hero of my own inner peace. These simple but profound words can be a turning point in your life. Remember, peace and calmness are your greatest treasures. Protect them, value them, and never allow others' negativity to affect you. Fill your life with love, understanding, and wisdom. Do not lose your inner peace, because it will give you strength in the hardest moments, protect you and guide you. Keep in mind, first and foremost, you must take care of yourself and your inner world. Never let others' ill intentions or irritations weaken you or wound your spirit, because life is short and precious, and living it peacefully, wisely, and calmly is your most natural right. Thank you for watching this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts with us. Love to each of you from the Stoic Master channel.